soap fans, it's Allie, and today I am making two new batches of Young and the Restless inspired spring soap. The first batch of soap is called Lily. You can guess who that is inspired by, and I'm nervous about making this, to be completely honest with you, because there's going to be three sort of tricky elements that I'm going to have to work with and work around in order to accomplish the design that I'm looking for. First, part of the soap is going to be white, and it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to achieve a pure white soap without having glycerin rivers in it, which don't bother me normally, but for this particular design and this particular character of Lily, I really want the soap to have that delicate pure white color. Second, I'm going to be using jojoba beads to add a splash of color to that and a little bit of texture. Now, these are going to be beautiful, but when they're incorporated into the soap, the issue is they have a melting point of 154 degrees Fahrenheit. So as soon as I add these beads into the soap and it starts to heat up, I'm worried that they're going to melt. And the third thing that's tricky about this soap is the fact that it's a floral fragrance. For Lily, I am doing a triple lily scent combo that smells absolutely out of this world, but it is going to make my soap batter get hot, and there's a very good likelihood that these are going to get melted, and I don't want that to happen, so I am going to baby this soap to a ridiculous degree. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Here goes nothing. Here is my array of pretty little jojoba beads. This is going to be a two-layer soap with the bottom layer inspired by green and white lily of the valley colors and the top layer inspired by orange, pink, and black tiger lily colors. The first thing I'm going to do is mix together the beads that will decorate the top. Probably seems strange that I'm doing the last part first, but once the soap making train leaves the station, I won't have time to do it later. Most tiger lilies around here are orange or pink, so I'm mixing those two colors together, but tiger lilies also have a few black speckles, so I'm adding a few black beads. Now let's start with the bottom layer. My soap batter is made from scratch using cold process, and I am adding titanium dioxide to lighten the color to a bright white. To it, I'm sprinkling and stirring in about 1 tablespoon of the green jojoba beads to represent my lily of the valley green and white colors. As soon as I add this fragrance oil, I need to move at lightning speed to get Lily into her molds because it will become hot and thick in a flash. But so far, so good. Now it's time to color the batter for the top layer. I'm using tomato red and orange oxide to keep with the pink and orange tiger lily theme, but only a few drops of each to keep it pastel. I'm adding and stirring in about another tablespoon of pink and orange jojoba beads. Adding the fragrance oil and carefully layering the pink soap on top of the white soap. By the way, that white soap is already firm. Time to add the top layer of beads that I mixed together earlier. Just a note, this would be pretty difficult to do with gloves on, so my hands are clean and I am not actually touching the soap, which is caustic at this point until tomorrow when it's saponified. I'm completely in love with the way Lily looks so far. I just hope that she is not a runny melted mess when I unmold her tomorrow. Oh,
my gosh, you guys, Lily looks so pretty. I was completely prepared for disappointment, but she looks amazing on the outside at least. Let's see how the inside looks. Moment of truth. Oh, I am so relieved right now. The white stayed white and creamy, and the jojoba beads didn't melt, and the fragrance is fabulous. It was so worth it. This scent is a triple lily blend with night blooming lily, tiger lily, and lily of the valley. It also has this background of other floral notes and fresh greenery. It's so light and sweet and almost even the slightest bit tart or tangy to me anyway. I did make an essence of lily video talking a little bit more about the fragrance and my inspiration behind this soap. That's available here on the Genoa City Soap channel too. I cannot believe the jojoba beads look this good, and they provide exfoliation without being too rough. They're made out of jojoba oil, so they give a little bit of scrubbiness, but they also melt down as the soap melts, so it's not harsh on your skin. You may also notice that I'm back to cutting with a knife. The wire cutter I used for the last soaps is great for getting an even cut, but I love the smoothness that's left on the surface of the soap when I use a knife. This is actually a non-stick silicone coated knife, and it's working really well for me. I'll definitely be using it to cut the cane soap as well. Of course, I couldn't make Lily without making cane. I made this soap at a lower temperature. I kept an eye on it all night to make sure it didn't get too hot, and I think it paid off. Lily is delicate, demure, and full of spring sass. This is definitely one of my personal all-time favorites.